In this training video, we're going to be looking at how to set up an award screening on RSVP Online. We'll be covering how to add a film to your account, how to set up a physical event or in-person screening, creating your RSVP page and URL for your invites, selecting the correct venue for your screening, personalizing your automated emails, and finally, a brief look at how to add an online event. So let's get started. The first thing that you'll do when you log into RSVP Online is go to your film tabs up the top here. You'll then click the Add a Film button here and fill in a really simple form. In true Blue Peter fashion, here is one that I made earlier. And you can see it's just some really basic information that you need to detail here. The film title, the directors, the cast, and the release date. We will be adding another field as well, which will allow you to associate a film with its distributor or your client. This will then allow you to filter your events by client. So watch this space. Once you've set up your film and click Save and Return to Dashboard, you'll then go to the Events tab up the top here and click Add Physical Event. Now we're hoping that the form here should be fairly self-explanatory, but I'm going to go through each of the steps here just so you know what each thing is for and how it's used. The first thing that you'll do is obviously select the film that you're creating an event for from this drop down here, and that's why we need you to add the films first. You need to add the film before you can set up an event for it. When you select the film, you'll notice that a new field pops up here called the event description. This is an optional field that is displayed on your RSVP form. So it is really helpful to provide additional information about what the screening is. So something really simple like new screening opportunity followed by Q&A with the cast and director. And just so you can see what that looks like on the RSVP form, you can see up the top here we have your film title followed by your event description. So you can see nice and clear when people are RSVPing for your event. We also include some details about the event itself, the date, the time, and I'll show you how to input those in a moment. The next thing is you'll be coming up with your event code. Now this is the unique identifier for your event. Most of our clients will use something like the film title or an abbreviation of, followed by the screening date, or it might be a word associated with the film, followed by some random numbers. All we suggest is that you make this not too easy to guess, because as you can see here, if I type in film name, followed by a couple of numbers, that this is what appears at the end of your RSVP link. And this is the link that you'll be inserting into your invites. Really easy to do. All you need to do is click the copy button here, and then in our previous training video you will have seen how to add that to your screening invitations. Moving on, you'll be asked some more details about your event. These ones here are about your tickets. Now, the first thing is maximum number of requests per user. This is how many tickets that someone can request for your event. It prevents people from going a bit crazy and asking for things like 5 tickets, 10 tickets, or anything like that. You can set a limit here. A lot of the BAFTA events, people will allow them a +1, and as you can see on the RSVP form here, it changes the drop down here. So just a handy thing there to stop people from going overboard with the ticket requests. The next thing is how many tickets you have available for your screening. Now we do suggest that you either really adhere to your venue's capacity, or some of our clients will include an over here 5%, 10% to account for any no-shows on the day. This is entirely up to you. This number of tickets available will appear when you're managing your ticket requests. It helps you keep track of your numbers and make sure that you don't over-allocate tickets. You're not restricted by this number, however. If you do find that you need to allocate any additional tickets, you will be able to keep going over. That's not a problem. You'll just see that the numbers at the top change to -1, -2, etc., etc. So you can see exactly what's going on. The next thing will be your event date and your event time. You can select these by using the tools here, really easy to do. The event time, you'll be able to type this in here and then select whether or not it's AM or PM. We recommend keeping your doors open time to about 30 minutes before your screening start time. This is to allow BAFTA members enough time to arrive, get checked in, find their seats, etc. But again, this is entirely up to you. Finally, on this page, you'll be asked to select your screening venue. We've put some commonly used venues here in the drop-down for you to choose from, and you'll see once you select one that it fills in the rest of the details for you. If the venue that you want to use is not listed, however, you can add a venue here by filling this form out. Really simple, just pop in the details there and click Save, and then going forward, that venue will always appear in your drop-down, so you won't have to keep re-entering the details. Once you're happy with everything on this page, you can then click Next, and we'll be looking at our automated emails. Now, this is the part of the site that saves people so much time. It means that you're in constant communication with the BAFTA members, with your guests, and keeps everyone in the loop about where they stand on the guest list. The first thing I'm going to do is go through each email individually, just so you can understand what the purpose is for it and how it's used. So the first email that you'll see is the request email. This is the email that is sent to any BAFTA voter who submits an RSVP, letting them know that their RSVP has been received and they will hear back from you in due course. The next email is the accepted email. Now, this is the one that goes out to all your guests and lets them know that they have been issued tickets and provides additional details about the screening, including the venue, the start time, etc., etc. Following that, we have the declined email. Now, this is the one that gets sent to anyone that you choose not to add to your guest list. It's just a really polite email just to say that we're really sorry on this occasion, but we cannot issue you tickets. You can rephrase this however you want, but I'll show you in a moment. We have templates for it that you are welcome to use. Moving on, we have the cancellation email. This email is sent to any guests that you cancel and remove from the guest list. This just lets them know that you have removed them from the guest list. Next up, we have the reminder email. This email gets sent out 9 a.m. the day before the screening and reminds all the guests that they have a screening the next day. It also prompts them to cancel their tickets if they can no longer attend. This is really helpful because it discourages no-shows on the day and also allows you to go out to your wait list. This brings me nicely onto the waiting list email. Now, this is a new functionality and allows you to manage a wait list for your screening. So instead of declining a person's ticket request, you can send them a nice email to let them know that although you cannot issue them tickets at this time, they are on a wait list, so stand by. This also means that when the reminder email goes out, if you have any cancellations, you can go out to the people on your wait list and offer them tickets. It really helps you achieve a full house for your screenings. We do recommend keeping them on, as they have all been specifically designed to streamline that communication process for you, but again, that is entirely up to you. Scrolling back up to the top of the screen, I'm going to walk you through how to personalize these emails in a bit more detail. So the first thing that you'll do is insert your email from name and email from address. Now, this is a little bit different to your email sign-off. The from name is what appears in people's inboxes once they receive the invite. So let me just show you here. We can see that the from name is Leanne or my company. You can see it appear here as well. This can be anything you want. It can be the film name, it can be your company name, it can be your personal name. It's entirely up to you. The next thing you'll need to do is select your email from address from this drop down here. Now, we can add as many email from addresses to this drop down as you would like. There's no limits here. The only thing to bear in mind is that every email that we add needs to end with the @rsvp-online.co.uk URL. Reason being is that these are a little different from your email campaigns. These are what we call transactional emails, and they go through a different process and come direct from us. We can personalize these, however. A lot of our clients will use either their company name @rsvp-online or film name @rsvp-online. Just let us know what you'd like us to set up as the prefix on those email addresses. When we set up these email addresses, the other thing that we will ask you for is which inbox you would like the replies to forward to. So, for example, you might have a film name inbox on your end. What we can do is any emails are sent to filmname @rsvp-online will then forward directly to you. So we won't see them, they'll land in your inbox and you'll be able to deal with any questions, communications that way. Moving on to personalize your emails, we've tried to make this as easy as possible for you. The first thing that we'll do is select the template. Now, as this is a physical in-person screening, you will be selecting the physical templates. You click OK, and you can see that the details change here. Now, the email subject we have personalized. Now, the email subject you can see makes use of our intelligent merge tags and are in line with BAFTA regulations about what the email subject line needs to include. You can overwrite these, it's up to you if you'd like to do that, but just bear in mind that we have worked really hard to try and make sure that these are in keeping with what BAFTA expect and want you to do. Moving on, you can see your email content here, and again, we're using intelligent merge tags to try and fill in as much of the details for you. Again, you can overwrite these if you want to, that's absolutely fine. The only ones that we do recommend that you do not delete are the username and allocated tickets. This is because these are personalized for each guest. And also this line here, please click here to cancel your tickets if you're no longer able to attend. This is because that merge tag here creates a unique link which allows the guest to cancel their tickets using a shortcut rather than emailing you and asking you to do it. You can then personalize the email content even further with additional details about your screening and then format it in ways using the tools up here. Once you're happy with all your automated emails, all we need to do is then click next, and we're on the final page of our event setup. Now, this is an optional page. You do not need to fill this in, but let me just explain what it is. If you have anyone outside of your company who is assisting you with this particular screening, you can add them as an event coordinator by filling the details here. What this will do is then when you click launch event, it'll fire off an email to them to let them know that they have been made an event coordinator for this screening and that they now have access to it on RSVP online, so they can look at the guest list and ticket requests for it. Again, you might want to leave this blank if it's just you and your team working on it. That's absolutely fine. Once you're happy with everything, all you need to do is click launch event and go to my dashboard. And then you'll see that event appear on your events dashboard here. And it's really that simple. If you need to edit your event at all, you can click the icon here, the little pencil here, and you can go back in and change any of the details. Just something to be aware of though, once you start getting ticket requests coming in, the event details, the event date and the event time will be locked. This is just to prevent anyone accidentally going in and making any changes once the event is live and you're receiving RSVPs. If you have any questions about setting up your events on RSVP Online, please do not hesitate to get in touch with either Josh or myself. We'd be more than happy to help you via email or jump on a call to discuss things in more detail. Thank you for watching.